tomorrow's going to be a pretty important day, Gaydos. I'm guessing if you want to set your alarm clocks for 10 a.m. And by the way, if you're setting an alarm clock for 10 a.m., good on you. You're living life when you're not having to get up till 10, right?
Jeez, yeah.
Because that's when we expect, Gaydos, the Arizona Supreme Court to rule on Arizona's abortion law. You know, that one from 1864, where some interpret that as being the law of the land.
It's huge. Tomorrow is a huge day. So why don't we break down for you what we're looking at here?
I'm ready.
Okay. Here's what the law says now.
Okay.
For now, the law allows abortions up to 15 weeks in Arizona.
Got it.
But bans those after that time unless the mother is in peril and she may die.
Mother's life is in danger. Got it.
Also, physicians can face a felony charge for providing an abortion after 15 weeks, and the law does not contain an exception for rape or incest cases.
Got it.
Okay. So that's what it is right now. But if you look back at
and
1864...
that has to do with Roe v. Wade being overturned, which kicked it back to individual states, and that's where this law popped up out of 1864.
Yeah, 1864 law by the state's first territorial legislature. All right, in 1864, so this is what it does. It bans anyone from providing abortion services except to save the life of the mother. And a violator could face up to 5 years in prison if convicted. 1864 law is ridiculous. That's not who we are anymore. I don't want to see, women get abortion after abortion after abortion. But my goodness, right now, if you are assaulted, you can't decide. You know what? Maybe this isn't the best way for me to go. Incest. We don't. Come on.
Can I take you back to 1864 just real quickly?
Sure.
By the way, do you know who the president was in 1864?
Of course I do.
One Abraham Lincoln.
Great.
Might have heard of him.
Yeah.
Tall, wore a nice hat.
Yeah.
In 1864 in the United States, while this law was being constructed and passed in the state of Arizona, the territory, Sherman's March to the Sea was going on. I think we all remember General Sherman. The Battle of Petersburg, Atlanta was razed and burned to the ground. That was kind of the America we were dealing with in 1864. No. Should that law be the governing law of the land?
No. 1864 law should not be what we're looking at today. I don't think so. I know the decision is up to, I think it's 6 states' Supreme Court justices. So you're going to have to look at it. 4 out of the 6 are men. I think that's really a huge deal.
Okay.
Because tomorrow we may be talking about Arizona has turned back the clock 150 years on women. And that's what we may be looking at. I don't know how they're going to vote. I don't know. Let's see. 4 men, 2 women, Supreme Court justices.
How do we have an even number? Shouldn't you have an odd number so you can avoid ties?
Bill Montgomery is the Maricopa County attorney.
Is he recused from it?
He is.
Okay, got it.
So there were accusations of bias from him.
Okay.
And so he is now recused.
He recused himself. That's fair.
Yes. But, what if it goes 3-3?
So if it goes 3-3.
That I don't know the answer. Do you?
Can I help you?
I would love for you to help me.
I'm not a Arizona Supreme Court expert, but I do play one on the radio.
Okay. What would a tie
If
do?
a 3-3 tie would happen, that would mean that the appellate court, which ruled last December, their ruling would be in effect, which would make the 15-week law from 2022 the new law and would override the 1864 law.
So it would be 15
weeks. Because the appellate
weeks.
court ruled in December the 15-week law should be in place. That was appealed to the state Supreme Court by those that apparently want the 1864 law.
Yeah, I don't want the 1864 law.
Seems a little outdated.
It seems a lot outdated.
Okay, you said it.
Okay, but all right, so let's say we go back to, let's say we get the 15 weeks.
Even 15.
Are we going to do anything about it doesn't contain an exception for rape or incest, or are we just going to...
It's going to be one or the other. It's either 15-week or...
With everything that it has.
Right.
Or it's going to be 1864.
1864 law.
I guess my question is, we're supposed to be voting on it this November.
So, yeah, that's true. There will be... okay, let me put it this way. the group that wants to put this on the ballot, Arizona Abortion Initiative, I believe.
I'd like it on the ballot because I think Arizonans should be the one to have a say in this. What do we want? And then whatever it is, one side or the other, you just go with it.
So they say they have enough signatures to get on the ballot, but I think there's something where like they have to prove the signatures are valid. Do you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So they're in that process right now. So it would be on the ballot, and it would provide the language of it is more in line with Roe v. Wade language, which didn't have specific weeks, but talked about fetus viability outside the womb, which, and I had to look this up, I do not know this, they say is between 24 and 28 weeks, is viability. Could the fetus exist outside the womb? So that would be the ballot initiative that you would have an opportunity to vote on, which would basically enshrine the old Roe v. Wade law as the law in the state of Arizona, and because it would be done by initiative, the legislature couldn't overturn it.
Well, if they go back to 1864,
great time, by the way.
If they go back to 1864,
Old Abe,
we're going to have a lot of people upset.
Oh yeah,
and you're going to have a lot of people racing to vote on this in November.
Can I tell you this? If the 1864 law is law of the land, I'm going to tell you right now, Democrats will sweep the state of Arizona. Sweep. I don't care what else is going on in the world. Sweep.
Maybe.
Sweep. Absolutely run route on them.
Thanks for watching Outspoken with Bruce and Gaydos. Tap to watch more from KTAR News and click the button in the middle to subscribe.